Welcome back to Chronicle. What would you be willing to do to make Kansas City safer for the next generation? For our helpers, the answer is almost anything. They are investing in the children growing up here in some of the most crime-ridden neighborhoods. And every once in a while, that help leads to great things.
We're here at the Lyrics Gala, the graduation. Super excited to see the kids that we've spent the last 6-7 months with get to a completion where they dress nice, they got confidence, they are loving the way that they feel, to get acknowledged for all the hard work that they put in, man. I actually was trying not to cry a couple times.
And just to see the young adults, man, like see them in their suits. You know, we bought those suits for them, so they just look real good, man. I'm full. I'm full right now.
For these students at Lyrics Institution, tonight is the first night of the rest of their lives. And for the helpers who got them here, it's validation what they're doing is working.
What we did was we dove in and helped these young adults rework those thought processes. So as hard as that sounded, it's as hard as what these young adults went through. So this graduation isn't light. This isn't a light thing for these young adults. I know we go to graduations and half the kids barely graduated from high school. This ain't that. This ain't that. See, the kids that are here, like, again, we think it's common. But me and my team, we spent 6 months with them and we learn their stories. Their stories aren't common. There's nothing normal about what these kids go through. See, these kids got a chance. These kids got an opportunity.
Even the kids that never thought they'd make it this far. Remember Damo, who didn't think he'd survive to the age of 17? He's now 18 years old and graduating as a leader of his class.
Damo said something to me that was real pivotal. Damo said, I got people shooting at me and I got to wear a mask just so I can ride in the car with my grandma because I want to protect my grandma. Damo is one of the best leaders that we got because he's learned how to weaponize his trauma. He's learned how to weaponize his influence and uses his influence not only just to better himself, but to better those that are around him. So today when I called him, I was like, hey, yo, I need you to get the team together, make sure they straight. He said, say less, me and Dre got you. See, the cure to cancer is in the hood.
My fellow classmates need to remember is the best accountability is no justification. Dre, anything that is stagnant will die. My words have power, and accept that it is what has happened to me while understanding that that's not the person who I am.
By age 17, Catherine Greer had gone through a miscarriage and was raising her little sister while her mom was in the hospital. Like many of her classmates, she saw no future.
Lyrics was the perfect opportunity to make change in my life and begin the healing process. Thank you so much to this organization. Thank you, Kyle, and thank you, Ryan, for believing in me and recognizing things in me that I didn't even know existed.
Now Catherine believes in herself and her future.
I'm in college studying sports management, so something in that field, finish out my 4 years, and wherever life takes me.
While this night is all about celebration, it's also a reminder of the violence in our city and how it's affecting the children growing up in it.
It's common to watch a graduation. It's common to talk about violence. It's common to talk about the problem. But it ain't common when it's your loved one that's on the ground. It's not common when you're standing over your child, pumping air into them, trying to pump air into their mouth, and when you pull up, you got blood on the side of your face trying to save your child. It's not common. It's an epidemic. This is a problem. This is a plague. See, when it was a pandemic in America, we shut the world down. But we won't shut the world down for a life? But not one life. No. Do you know that we rank at the same as St. Louis, Baltimore, Chicago? Chief Gray said this. She said the epidemic that I'm speaking to you about, that age ranges between 15 and 22 with a hyper focus on 16 to 18. Not only are they shooting each other, they're killing each other.
A cycle that these students are determined to break so they can help the next generation.
So in the next few years of Lyrics, I should be in college by the end of Lyrics, getting my degree, getting into real estate. starting a new life. You know, I'm young. I'm a freshman, so I got a long time ahead of me, but I'm gonna make sure I put this to use.
Is that in that you're done? Like
Not yet. Not yet. The night ain't over with.
We're introducing the concept of hope to some of these young adults. Some of these young adults, again, don't even think that they're gonna make it to 18. Some of them, you know, have lost a significant amount of family members either to death or prison. So hope is the key to it all.
You can help the helpers. They're reaching kids we can't because we don't share the same life experiences. But if this documentary inspired you to get involved, you can. The best way is by donating what you can, so Pat, Kyle, and Osco can continue their missions. Go to kmbc.com/helpers and connect with the Lyrics Institution, the Posse, and Enjoy program. Thank you for watching Chronicle. Good night.